TikTok. Older people tend to think of it as the place with the D'Amelio dances that is ruining attention spans by the minute. But usually people my age think of it as a place where people post anything from music to dumb slideshows to Reddit stories. But often, people forget the most important thing that it is, a place that can change lives. Random people on TikTok are becoming overnight successes, gaining millions of views, sales, and streams. But this could actually be a problem for them in the future. Here's why. That intro was a little dramatic, don't you think? If you've ever thought that TikTok is a place for dancing teenagers and nothing else, that's not true. At least not anymore. What it really is might be better or worse than you actually think. Most people just post strange slideshows of memes, their own music or live performances, or stolen content. Most of the stuff on TikTok is just thoughtless content, but 1% of it is literally a gold mine. Filled with incredible independent artists, cinematographers, and more, there are some really special and cool things that people share on there. And this is one of those people.
My name is Lyle, and I'm the boring old guy.
Lyle has been making content on YouTube with guests like his family and beloved dog Summit since 2019. He goes on hikes and explores the outdoors in what I can only describe as the most wholesome videos ever.
You know, I've been a hiker all my life, but I became more avid probably about 5 years ago. Went through a life-changing event, long-term marriage broke up, and how do you want to say it, you just needed a change, right?
Yeah.
And I just started doing more of it, doing some soul searching outside.
Unfortunately though, this isn't the content that YouTube usually recommends to people because everything is based off of watch time and people barely have an attention span anymore, so everything has to be edited for attention. So Lyle had to be discovered some other way, and that way was through TikTok because of a website that lets you watch YouTube videos with no views. This guy named Cole found Lyle through that, saw how cute it was, and decided to post a TikTok about it. And it went viral.
I was sitting on my couch and my phone was next to me and I was reading a book, and out of the peripheral vision I could see my phone just sort of lighting up. It's like, what's going on? I'm getting all these YouTube notifications. I started looking at my subscriber count and it was just growing exponentially. It's like, what's happening? Dug a little bit deeper and then I found Cole's TikTok message. Yeah, it went viral. I guess it became sort of a hype train. Just, hey, give this guy a subscribe, let's see how many we can get.
But Lyle isn't the only person that's blown up because of TikTok. I mean, there are countless other examples, so here's two other ones. This is Shawn Warner and this is James Trapesky. Shawn was sitting alone at what was supposed to be a book signing for his book, Lee Howard and the Ghosts of Simmons Pierce Manor, that he wrote to fulfill his childhood dream of being an author. A guy named Red saw him, came up to him and asked him some questions.
I'll have to read it. Do you mind if I take a picture of the book? No, go right ahead.
And ended up posting a TikTok of him, gaining over 20 million views. James, on the other hand, posted his own TikToks of his music. His two breakout videos got 900,000 and 2 million views respectively, but unfortunately got a mix of love and hate. That was until Curtis Connor made a video about him in an incredibly positive light, and even made a song with him.
I woke up one day in an ordinary way.
And James has gained a ton of new love from it. Like I said, there are countless examples for videos like this, and a big genre for them is with independent musicians. Pretty much any one of them, and even big artists now, do TikTok campaigns hoping that their video and therefore song will blow up because that can change the course of their whole career. Regardless, Shawn's book quickly became a #1 Amazon charts bestseller, and James had an incredible boost in views and streams because of Curtis and his existing TikToks. But why do these videos take off in the first place? Well, we all know that people can hide behind a screen and say pretty much whatever hateful stuff they want, but when they say something that's positive and supportive, then they want to share it and they want to show people that they're being nice. And that's what happened with this video. I mean, people shared it like crazy. They commented, they liked, they watched the whole thing, and then that amplified the video in the algorithm, and then people went to go subscribe to his channel. I mean, seriously, look at all these supportive comments. It's crazy. And the best part about it is how grateful he is for it.
It's truly humbling, the kindness that has been shown. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Like, how can you not support this guy? But the thing is, that's not the full story. This quick boost in fame isn't always a good thing. Anyone who's ever had a YouTube channel has probably commented on a bigger creator's post or video and asked for a shout out. The thing is they just want fame handed to them and they don't want to work for it, so these shout outs are rarely given out. But when they are, they can actually do more harm than they can good. Take, for example, this shout out Mr. Beast gave to 3 random channels at the end of his YouTube Rewind in 2020. Tons of people went and subscribed to these channels that were listed at the very top of the description. And I remember watching it and being crazy jealous of the subscriber gains. The thing is though, generally after watching these people's videos, most people realized that they didn't like the content or just didn't like the style of content. So they didn't unsubscribe, but they just never watched again. Now, obviously Mr. Beast was just trying to be nice. But the thing is that even if they made good content, a lot of people just wouldn't like it. And so they would have big subscriber gains, but then get videos with like 200 views.
You post a video and you're so excited for like the work that you have done to put this video together. And then suddenly like hundreds of people start unsubscribing and you're like, oh, like, why?
This is kind of similar to what happens when people blow up on TikTok and initially get a huge boost of sales or views or subscribes, but then eventually it has a decline. And this is not at all to say that any of these people don't deserve the fame, because most of the time they do. They make great content and have for years with little to no attention. But even though they might have some audience that sticks around, it might make them less encouraged that a ton of people subscribe to them, but less people watch their videos, and then they might just stop making content altogether. Luckily, this isn't plaguing Shawn, Lyle, or James's channels or TikTok accounts as much as I thought it would, but it would just be really sad if it got to a point where Lyle or James's videos just weren't being recommended anymore because they have a lower watch time than other videos. But the thing is that Lyle says that he doesn't care. But even though less people consistently watch your videos than subscribe to you, does that affect you or your will to make videos?
Not a bit. No, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. It seems to resonate with people. I love it. They call me Nature Grandpa. I'm to continue just doing my hiking and camping and hanging out with my dog. You know, people like it. Okay.
Still though, he manages to get these crazy like to view ratios with tons of comments on literally every single video he posts. But as of right now, these 3 are still doing incredibly well. James got another viral moment the most recently out of all 3, so the effects of it are hard to see. But as of right now, his song with Curtis Connor is doing incredibly well and better than his songs usually do. Shawn's book did incredibly and his sales are still way up. He keeps going on new talk shows and he's still doing really well, so let's just hope that it stays that way. And finally, Lyle, the boring old guy's channel, is still doing great. He also just got his silver play button.
Look what I've got. What a better place than out in the forest, right? Congratulations, letter. How cool is this? And you all did this.
Do you just have any general advice for someone who might be my age and is just getting started in life?
There's a saying in the hiking community, it's hike your own hike, right? And that refers to not letting somebody else tell you that, you know, you're not putting in enough miles. Your equipment is wrong. You know, follow your passion. You know, don't try to be somebody that you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of naysayers, right? Be true to yourself, all right? Follow your own bliss. Hey, if you need to stop and have a snack, have a drink of water, do it. When it's time to push yourself up the hill, take a challenge, you'll know. So just be true to yourself. That's my advice.
Please continue to support these guys, even if they just went viral once. They all really deserve it. I've left all of their links in the description and everything, so make sure you go give these guys some love. There's a person, this is very embarrassing. I don't know why I choose to film these videos when it is 100+ degrees outside.